In the late 1960s, a comic force emerged which was so original, so zany, so fabulously different, that many people felt that the world of entertainment had been changed forever. Intelligent, some would say even intellectual, yet massively popular. Subtle, but also simple. Dangerous, but warm. Visual, but still enormously literate. Big-hearted, generous, anarchic. And above all, funny. Brilliantly funny. But enough about me. What about this Monty Python crowd? Well, some people like them, I guess. The Pythons. Undoubtedly one of the greatest writer-performer teams of the 20th century. Young, talented, and virile, and incredibly, they were British. 6 fantastically gifted, unforgettable guys. John, Paul, George, Ringo, Bob, and one other unforgettable guy. They were tall, they were beautiful, they were crazy. I'm not going to say that bit. I can't. Because it's a lie, that's why. I'll tell you why I can't say it, because it's not the... I love them. Over the next hour, I'm going to be showing you a selection of the very best of Monty Python's work. Much of it has been seen before. In fact, many times before. But never in this form. But first, we have a little surprise for you. Some brand new Monty Python material never before seen in this country. If you've never seen Monty Python before, you won't have never seen anything like this. Enjoy.
Dürer hat nie eine Leihwagenfirma betrieben. Wir danken für Ihr Verständnis.
Oh dear. Monty Python, nutty, zany, crazy. Let me tell you about my wonderful first meeting with them 20 years ago. At that time, I was very close to Dick and Patty Nixon. In fact, I was a permanent guest at their lovely home, the White House, which is a big white house in Washington where the President of the United States of America lives. You'll cut that part for America, right? I think we know that. The White House, 20 years ago. Yes, incredible, but true. The Pythons were Satanists. Let me show you what I mean. This is a clip of one of their sketches.
Michael Baldwin, this is Bruce. Michael Baldwin, this is Bruce. Michael Baldwin, this is Bruce.
Is your name not Bruce, then?
No, it's Michael.
That's going to cause a little confusion.
Looks pretty innocent, huh? But now see what happens if we slow it down and play it backwards.
We love Satan.
We love Satan.
We love Satan.
Yes, we love Satan.
So there we have it. Proof positive that Monty Python's Flying Circus was inspired by devil worship. But now, let's sit back and enjoy the rest of the show.
Monty Python, the Flying Circus.
Silly Olympiad, an event held traditionally every 3.7 years, which this year has brought together competitors from over 4 million different countries. And here we are at the start of the first event of the afternoon, the second semi-final of the 100 yards for people with no sense of direction. I'll just give you the competitors. Lane 1, Skolomovsky of Poland. Lane 2, Zarapatik of France. Lane 3, Grobovich of the United States. Next to him, Drabble of Trinidad. Next to him, Fernandez of Spain. And in the outside lane, Borman of Brazil. Well, that was fun, wasn't it? And now over to the other end of the stadium. And here we're just waiting for the start of the 1,500 meters for the deaf. And they're under starters' orders. Well, we'll be coming back the moment there's any action. And now over to the swimming. And you join us here at the Bundes Absurd Pool just in time to see the start of the 200 meters freestyle for non-swimmers. Watch for the tough Australian champion Ron Barnett in the second lane. Well, we'll be bringing you back here the moment they start fishing the corpses out. But now over to Hans Clegg for the start of the marathon for incontinence. Well, we've got an enormous entry for this event. 44 competitors from 29 different countries, all of them with the most superbly weak bladders. Not a tight sphincter in sight. Ready to embark, nevertheless, on the world's longest race. And they're just aching to go.
Oh. Gets it.
And they're off, they're off. Well, back at the 1,500 meters, the starter is putting up a magnificent show. We've had bullets, rapid fire, scattered random fire, fuselage, firing at will, and still can't get the bladders moving. Enough to make you chew your own foot off. Now we're back with the marathon for incontinence once again. There's Polinsky of Poland in the lead. And now a Brewer of Australia has taken over. There's the Page of France, but Brewer has overtaken him, but he's going to spend a penny. There goes Brewer to spend a penny, and there goes Koenig of Austria. And so now it's Alvarez of Cuba, followed by the plucky Norwegian Boars. They're in and out like yo-yos. These boys, and there's Norton, the Scottish lad, but he can't hold it. And Matjevich of Yugoslavia has taken over. He can't hold it either. These must be some of the weakest bladders ever to represent their country.
Stand and deliver. Drop that gun.
Let that be a warning to you all. No false moves, please. I want you to hand over all the lupins you've got.
Lupins?
Yes, lupins. Come on, come on.
What do you mean, lupins?
Don't try and play for time.
I'm not. You mean the flower lupins?
That's right.
Well, we haven't got any lupins.
Honestly?
Look, my fine friends, I happen to know that this is the Lupin Express.
You must be out of your tiny mind.
Get out the coach. Come on, get out. Just as I thought. Not clever enough, my fine friends. Come on, Concord.
Dennis Moore, riding through the night. Soon every lupin in the land will be in his mighty hand. He steals them from the rich and gives them to the poor. Mr. Moore, Mr. Moore, Mr. Moore.
Try to eat some, my dear. It'll give you strength. Oh, Mr. Moore. Mr. Moore, she's going fast.
Don't worry, I brought you something.
Medicine at last?
No.
Food?
Nope.
Some blankets, perhaps. Clothes? Wood for the fire?
Nope.
Lupins! Oh, Christ!
Don't you like them?
I'm sick to bloody death of them! She's bloody died and all you bring us is lupins. All we've eaten, mate, for the last 4 bleeding weeks is lupin soup, roast lupin, steamed lupin, braised lupin in lupin sauce, lupin in a basket with sautéed lupins, lupin meringue pie, lupin sorbet. We sit on lupins, we sleep in lupins, we feed the cat on lupins, we burn lupins, we even wear the bloody thing.
Looks very smart.
Oh, shut up! We're sick to death with the stench of them. Look! The cat's just choked itself to death on them! I don't care if I never see another lupin till the day I die! Why don't you go out and steal something useful?
Like what?
Like gold and silver and clothes and wood and jewels and...
Hang on, I'll get a piece of paper.
Dennis Moore, dum 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 the night. Dennis Moore, dum dum the fight. He's still dum 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 and dum dum dum. Dennis dum, Dennis dee, dum dum dum.
In this picture, there are 40 people. None of them can be seen. In this film, we hope to show you how not to be seen. This is Mr. E.R. Bradshaw of Napier Court, Black Lion Road, South East 5. He cannot be seen. Now, I'm going to ask him to stand up. Mr. Bradshaw, will you stand up, please? This demonstrates the value of not being seen. In this picture, we cannot see Mrs. B.J. Smegma of 13 The Crescent, Belmont. Mrs. Smegma, will you stand up, please? This is Mr. Nesbitt of Harlow, Newtown. Mr. Nesbitt, will you stand up, please? Mr. Nesbitt has learnt the first lesson of not being seen, not to stand up. However, he has chosen a very obvious piece of cover. Mr. E.V. Lambert of Holmley, the borough's Oswestry, has presented us with a poser. We do not know which bush he is behind, but we can soon find out. Yes, it was the middle one.
Again. Oh, stand and deliver again. Your money, your jewellery, your clothes, your snuff, your ornaments, your glassware, your pussycats.
Don't say anything about the Lupin.
Your watches, your lace, your spittoon.
Dennis Moore, riding through the woods. Dennis Moore, with a bag of things. He gives to the poor and he takes from the rich. Dennis Moore,
Here we are.
Dennis Moore.
Good evening. Tonight is indeed a unique occasion in the history of television. We are very privileged and deeply honored to have with us in the studio Karl Marx, founder of modern socialism and author of the Communist Manifesto; Vladimir Ilyich Ulyanov, better known to the world as Lenin, leader of the Russian Revolution, writer, statesman, and father of modern communism; Che Guevara, the Cuban guerrilla leader; and Mao Zedong, leader of the Chinese Communist Party since 1949. And the first question is for you, Karl Marx. The Hammers. The Hammers is the nickname of what English football team? The Hammers? No, well, bad luck there, Karl. So we're going to you, Che Guevara. Coventry City last won the FA Cup in what year? No? Throw it open. Coventry City last won the FA Cup in what year? No, well, I'm not surprised you didn't get that. It was, in fact, a trick question. Coventry City have never won the FA Cup. So, with the scores all equal now, we go on to our second round, and Lenin, it's your starter for 10. Teddy Johnson and Pearl Carr won the Eurovision Song Contest in 1959. What was the name of the song? Teddy Johnson and Pearl Carr's song of the 1959 Song Contest? Anybody? No? Yes, Marcy Tongue.
Sing, little birdie.
Yes, it was indeed. Well challenged. Well, now we come on to our special gift section. The contestant is Karl Marx, and the prize this week is a beautiful lounge suite. Now, Karl has elected to answer questions on the workers' control of factories. So, here we go with question number 1. Are you nervous? The development of the industrial proletariat is conditioned by what other development?
The development of the industrial bourgeoisie.
Yes, it is indeed. You're on your way to your lounge suite, Karl. Question number 2. The struggle of class against class is a what struggle? A what struggle?
A political struggle.
Yes. One final question, Karl, and the beautiful lounge suite will be yours. You gonna have a go? You're a brave man. Karl Marx, your final question. Who won the cup final in 1949?
The workers control the means of production. The struggle of the urban proletariat.
No, it was in fact Wolverhampton Wanderers who beat Leicester 3-1.
And here come the Germans now, led by their skipper, Nobby Hagel. They must surely start favourites this afternoon. They've certainly attracted the most attention from the press with their team problems. And let's now see their lineup. The Germans playing 4-2-4, Leibniz in goal, back four, Kant, Hegel, Schopenhauer and Schelling, front runners Schlegel, Wittgenstein, Nietzsche and Heidegger, and the midfield duo of Beckenbauer and Jaspers. Beckenbauer obviously a bit of a surprise there. And here come the Greeks, led out by their veteran centre-half, Heraclitus. Let's look at their team. As you'd expect, it's a much more defensive lineup. Plato's in goal, Socrates a front runner there, and Aristotle as sweeper. Aristotle very much the man in form. One surprise is the inclusion of Archimedes. Well, here comes the referee, Kung Fu Tzu Confucius and his two linesmen, St. Augustine and St. Thomas Aquinas. And as the two skippers come together to shake hands, we're ready for the start of this very exciting final. The referee, Mr. Confucius, checks his sand, and they're off. Nietzsche and Hegel there. Karl Jaspers, number 7 on the outside. Wittgenstein there with him. There's Beckenbauer. Schelling's in there, Heidegger covering. Schopenhauer. And now it's the Greeks, Epicurus, Plotinus number 6. Aristotle. Empedocles of Archigas and Democritus with him. There's Archimedes. Socrates, there he is, Socrates. Socrates there, going through. There's the ball. Well, there may be no score, but there's certainly no lack of excitement here. As you can see, Nietzsche has just been booked for arguing with the referee. He accused Confucius of having no free will, and Confucius, he say, name go in book. Well, now, with just over a minute left, the replay on Tuesday looks absolutely vital, and there's Archimedes, and I think he's had an idea. Eureka! Archimedes out to Socrates. Socrates back to Archimedes. Archimedes out to Heraclitus. He beats Hegel. Heraclitus, a little flick. Here he comes on the far post. Socrates is there. Socrates, there he's in. Socrates has scored. The Greeks are going mad. Socrates scores. But beautiful cross from Archimedes. The Germans are disputing it. Hegel is arguing that the reality is merely an a priori adjunct of non-naturalistic ethics. Kant, by the categorical imperative, is holding that ontologically exists only in the imagination, and Marx is claiming it was offside. But Confucius has answered them with a final whistle. It's all over.
Morning, squadron leader.
What ho, Squiffy?
How was it?
Top hole. Bally Jerry pranked his kite right in the house of your father. Hairy Blighter, Dicky Birded, feathered back on his Sammy, took a waspy, flipped over on his Betty Harpers and caught his cat in the Bertie.
Hey, didn't quite follow you, squadron leader. Give us it slower.
Banter's not the same if you say it's slow, Squiffy.
Hey, hold on, then. Wingo! Yes, bend an ear to the squadron leader's banter for a sec, would ya? Can do. Jolly good. Fire away.
Bally Jerry pranked his kite right in the house of your father. Hairy Blighter, Dicky Birded, feathered back on his Sammy, took a waspy, flipped over on his Betty Harpers, and caught his can. in the Bertie.
No, I don't understand that banter at all.
Something up with my banter, chaps.
Bunch of monkeys on the ceiling, sir. Grab your head and falls and let's get the bacon delivered.
Do you understand that?
No, didn't get a word of it.
Sorry, old man, we don't understand your banter.
You know, bally tenpenny ones dropping in the custard.
No, still don't get it.
Cabbage crates coming over the briny?
No.
Ferdinand von Zeppelin was born in Constance in 1838, the brother of Barry Zeppelin, the least talented of the 14 Zeppelin brothers.
Are the commercial possibilities of avine aviation?
Bonsoir, ici nous avons les diagrammes modernes du mouton anglo-français. Ce n'est pas le pompon, Maintenant, quand le U lève les bras, comme ça, nous avons dans la tête le cabine.
Ah bon?
Ici, où se trouve le petit capitaine anglais, Monsieur Trapshaw.
Vive Brian, whenever you are.
D'accord. Maintenant, je vous présente mon collègue, le pouf célèbre, Jean-Brian Jadapatique.
Maintenant, j'ai le mouton, mais je voulais vous aller, j'ai le mouton le landing, pendant les wheels. Bon,
les wheels, ici.
C'est formidable, n'est-ce pas? Et bon, où? Ah, après le chalouet, habitué, de la machine, de l'avion, de la derrière du mouton, le bon. Tchouk.
Merci beaucoup. Suivez la piste.
Ah, tais-toi, gars.
Ah, pardon.
Mais, où sont les bagages? Où le voyageur? Le voyageur. Gaspard.
Merci. Les voyageurs, les bagages, ils sont ici. Première classe, troisième bagage. Maintenant, pour la comme ça, mais, comme ça. Démonstration fantastique. Sur toi. 1, 2, 3,
And now for something completely different. Gentlemen, we have two basic suggestions for the design of this architectural block, the residential block. And I thought it best that the architects themselves came in to explain the advantages of both designs. That must be the first architect now. Ah, yes, it's Mr. Wiggin of Ironside and Malone.
Morning, gentlemen. This is a 12-story block combining classical neo-Georgian features with all the advantages of modern design. The tenants arrive in the entrance hall here, are carried along the corridor on a conveyor belt in extreme comfort and past murals depicting Mediterranean scenes towards the rotating knives. The last 20 feet of the corridor are heavily soundproof. The blood pours down these chutes, angled flesh slurps into these large
Excuse me. Did you say knives?
Rotating knives, yes.
Are you proposing to slaughter our tenants?
Does that not fit in with your plans?
No, we wanted a simple block of flesh.
Ah, I see. I hadn't correctly divined your attitude towards your tenants. You see, I mainly design slaughterhouses. Yes, pity. Mind you, this is a a real beaut. I mean, none of your blood caked on the walls and flesh flying out of the windows, inconveniencing passers-by with this one. I mean, my life has been building up to this.
Yes, and well done. But we did want a block of flats.
Well, may I ask you to reconsider? I mean, you wouldn't regret it. Think of the tourist trade.
No, it's just that we wanted a block of flats and not an abattoir.
Yes, well, of course, that's just the sort of blinkered, Philistine pig ignorance I've come to expect from you. Non-creative garbage. You sit there on your loathsome spotty behind, squeezing blackheads, not caring a tinker's cuss about the struggling artist. You excrement! You lousy, hypocritical, whining toadies! With your lousy colour TV sets and your Tony Jacklin golf clubs and your bleeding Masonic handshakes! You wouldn't let me join with you, you black, boring bastards! Well, I wouldn't become a Freemason now if you went down on your lousy, stinking, pullulant knees and begged me!
Well, we're sorry you feel like that, but we did want a block of flats. Nice though the abattoir is.
Oh, the abattoir, that's not important. But if one of you could put in a word for me, I'd love to be a Freemason. Freemasonry opens doors. I mean, I was a bit on edge just now, but if I was a Mason, I'd just sit at the back and not get in anyone's way.
Thank you.
I've got a second-hand apron.
Thank you.
I nearly got in at Hendon.
Thank you.
I'm sorry about that, gentlemen. The second architect is Mr. Levy of Wemyss and Dibble.
Good morning, gentlemen. This is a scale model of the block. There are 28 stories with 280 modern apartments. There are 3 main lifts and 2 service lifts. Access would be from Dibbingley Road. The structure is built on a central pillar system with cantilevered floors in pre-stressed steel and concrete. The dividing walls on each floor section are fixed with recessed magnesium flange group. By avoiding wood and timber derivatives and all other inflammables, we've almost totally removed the risk of... Quite frankly, I think the central pillar system may need strengthening a bit.
Isn't that going to put the cost up?
It might.
Well, I don't know whether I'd worry about strengthening that much. After all, they're not meant to be luxury flats.
No, I quite agree. I mean, provided the tenants are of light build and relatively sedentary, and given a spot of good weather, I think we're on to a winner here.
Oh, thank you. What other ways are there of recognizing a mason?
I'm sorry to have kept you waiting, but I'm afraid my walk has become rather sillier recently, and so it takes me rather long. Now then, what was it again?
Well, sir, I have a silly walk, and I'd like to obtain a government grant to help me develop it.
I see. May I see your silly walk?
Yes, certainly, yes.
That's it, is it?
Yes, that's it, yes.
Mm-hmm. It's not particularly silly, is it? I mean, the right leg isn't silly at all, and the left leg merely does a forward aerial half-turn every alternate step.
Yes, but I think with government backing, I could make it very silly.
Mr. Pewdie, the very real problem is one of money. I'm afraid that the Ministry of is no longer getting the kind of support that it needs. You see, there's defence, social security, health, housing, education, city walks. They're all supposed to be excellent, but last last year, the government spent less on the Ministry of City Works than it did on national defence. Now, we get £348 million a year, which is supposed to be spent on all our available products. Coffee?
Yes, please.
Mrs. Two Lumps, would you bring us in 2 coffees, please?
Yes, Mr. Teabag.
Out of a mind. Now, the Japanese have a man who can bend his leg back over his head and back again with every single step, while the Israelis have here's the coffee. Thank you, lovely. You're really interested in city walks, aren't you?
Oh, rather.
Well, take a look at this, then.
For this very valuable Queen Victoria handicap. And they're off. And Queen Victoria is the first to go with a clean jump ball, followed by Queen Victoria, and Queen Victoria. It's Queen Victoria from Queen Victoria, with Queen Victoria making the early running on the inside. And at the back, Queen Victoria already a couple of lengths behind the leaders. Queen Victoria now moved up to challenge Queen Victoria, with Queen Victoria losing ground, and Queen Victoria tucked in neatly on the stand side with a clear view. Queen Victoria still the back marker as they approach the halfway mark, but making ground now and starting to pass Queen Victoria. With Queen Victoria, and Queen Victoria still well placed as they approach the first fence. And at the first fence is Queen Victoria just ahead of Queen Victoria, with Queen Victoria quarter of a length away in third place. Queen Victoria losing ground, and Queen Victoria tucked in neatly on the stand side with a clear view. Queen Victoria still the back marker as they approach the halfway mark, but making ground now and starting to pass Queen Victoria. With Queen Victoria, and Queen Victoria.
Oh, Dad, look who's come to see us. It's our Ken.
And about bloody time, if you ask me.
Aren't you pleased to see me, Father?
Yes, of course he's pleased to see you, Ken.
All right, woman, all right. I've got a tongue in my head. I'll do talking. Bye. I like your fancy suit. Is that what they're wearing up in Yorkshire now?
It's just an ordinary suit, Father. It's all I've got apart from the overalls.
How are you liking it down the mine, Ken?
Oh, it's not too bad, Mum. We're using some new tungsten carbide drills for the preliminary coalface scouring operations.
Oh, that sounds nice, dear.
Tungsten carbide drills? What the bloody hell's tungsten carbide drills?
It's something they use in coal mining, Father.
It's something they use in coal mining, Father. You bloody fancy talk since you left London.
Oh, not that again.
He's had a hard day, dear. His new play opens at National Theatre tomorrow.
Oh, that's good.
Good? Good? What do you know about it? What do you know about getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning to fly to Paris, back at the Old Vic for drinks at 12, sweating the day through press interviews, television interviews, then getting back here at 10 to wrestle with the problem of an homosexual nymphomaniac drug addict involved in the ritual murder of a well-known Scottish footballer? That's a full working day, lad. And don't you forget it!
Oh, don't shout at the boy, Father.
Hampstead wasn't good enough for you, was it? You had to go pouncing off to Barnsley. You and your coal mining friends.
Coal mining is a wonderful thing, Father.
Yeah.
But it's something you'll never understand. Just look at you.
Oh, Ken, be careful. You know what he's like after a few novels.
All right. Come on, lad. Come on. Out with it. What's wrong with me? Yeah, tit.
I'll tell you what's wrong with you. Your head's addled with novels and poems. You come home every evening reeling of Chateau Latour.
Don't.
And look what you've done to Mother. She's worn out with meeting film stars, attending premieres and giving gala luncheons.
There's nothing wrong with gala luncheons, lad. I've had more gala luncheons than you've had hot dinners.
Oh, please. Oh, no.
What is it?
Oh, it's his writer's cramp.
You never told me about this.
No, we didn't like to, Kenny.
I'm all right, woman. Just get him out of here.
Oh, Ken, you'd better go.
All right, I'm going.
After all we've done for him.
One day you'll realise there's more to life than culture. There's dirt and smoke and good honest
Get out! Get out, you labourer!
continue with a man with a stoat through his head. And now...
Oh, Gucci, 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 would you believe them? Oh, hey, Gucci, Gucci, hello, and dear little devil, hey, look at him, oh, I look at twinkle in his eye.
This is a sweetie baby.
Oh, he's a little dear, isn't he? But you shouldn't let him suck on the tummy, my dear.
Oh, my God. No! Don't touch it!
Oh, yes, he's such a clever little boy, just like his father.
What do you think, so, Mrs. Knickerbaiter?
Oh, yes. Spitting image.
Afternoon, Mother. Afternoon, Mrs. Knickerbaiter.
Oh, he's walking already.
Yes, he's such a clever little boy.
Oh.
Oochie-coo.
Hello, Oochie-coo. Hello, Oochie-coo. Look at him laughing, eh? He's a chirpy little fellow, isn't he? Isn't he a chirpy little fellow, eh? Does he talk? Does he talk, eh?
Of course I can talk. I'm Minister for Overseas Development.
Oh, he's a clever little boy. He's a clever little boy. Do you like your uncle, eh? Do you like your uncle? Look at his little eyes following it, eh? Look at his iggy little eyeballs. Oh, he's got a tubby tum-tum. Oh, he's got a tubby tum-tum.
Could I have a quick cup of tea, please? I have an important statement on Rhodesia to make in the Commons at 6.
Oh, Mrs. Knickerbaiter's exploding.
Good thing, too.
She was my best friend.
Oh, Mother, don't be so sentimental. Things explode every day.
Well, I've been a hunter all my life. I love animals. That's why I like to kill them. Animals didn't like. Good day, Roy.
Hank and Roy Spim are tough, fearless backwoodsmen who have chosen to live in a violent, unrelenting world of nature's creatures, where only the fittest survive. Today, they are off to hunt mosquitoes.
Mosquito's a clever little bastard. You can track him for days and days until you really get to know him like a friend. He knows you're there, and you know he's there. It's a game of wits. You hate him, then you respect him, then you kill him.
Suddenly, Hank spots the mosquito they're after. Now, more than ever, they must rely on the skills they have learned from a lifetime's hunting. Hank gauges the wind. Roy examines the mosquito's spore. Then... It's a success. The mosquito lies dead. But Roy must make sure.
There's nothing more dangerous than a wounded mosquito.
But the hunt is not over. With well-practiced skill, Hank skins the mosquito. The wings of a fully grown male mosquito can fetch anything up to 0.8 of a penny in the open market. The long day is over, and it's back to base camp for a night's rest.
What's going on? What the hell is going on? No, I can't even sleep. What are they doing? What was it? What was going on? Oh, I can't stand it. That does it! That does it! I'm gonna get on! What a lovely day. Oh, I think I'm gonna go.
I say, what a simply super
day? Gosh, yes!
It's so, sunny.
Yes, isn't it? I say, anyone for tennis? Oh, super! What fun! I say, Lionel, catch.
Mr. Williams, well, do take a seat. What seems to be the trouble?
I've just been stabbed by your nurse.
Oh, dear, yes. Well, I'd probably better have a look at you then. Look, could you fill in this form first?
She just stabbed me.
Yes, she's an unpredictable sort. Look, you seem to be bleeding rather badly. I think you'd better hurry up and fill in that form.
Couldn't I fill it in later, Doctor?
No, you'd have bled to death by then. Can you hold a pen?
I'll try.
Yes, jolly good. It's a hell of a nuisance, all this damn paperwork. Really, it is. It's a real nightmare, this paperwork. It really is a hell of a nuisance. Something ought to be done about it.
Do I have to answer all the questions, Doctor?
No. Just fill in as many as you can. No need to go into too much detail, you know. I don't know why we bother with it all, really. It's such a nuisance. It really is such a... Well, let's see how you've done, then. Oh, yes. Oh, dear, that's not very good, is it? Look, surely you knew number 4. It's from the Merchants of Venice. Even I knew that.
Right. Now, I know some hospitals where you get the patients lying around in bed. Sleeping, resting, recuperating, convalescing. Well, that's not the way we do things here, right? No, you won't be loafing about in bed, wasting the doctor's time. You horrible little cripple! What's the matter with you?
Fractured tibia, Sergeant.
Fractured tibia, Sergeant. Fractured tibia, Sergeant. Ooh, proper little mummies, boy, are we? Well, I'll tell you something, my fine friend. If you fracture a tibia, you keep quiet about it. Look at him. He's broke both his arms and he don't go shouting about it, do he? No, because he's a man. He's a woman, you see. Don't come and talk with me. Get on for each other double. 1, 2, 3. Pick that crutch up. Pick that crutch right up.
I got a triple fracture of the right leg, dislocated collarbone, and multiple head injuries. So I do most of the heavy work, like helping the surgeon.
What does that involve?
Well, at the moment, we're building him a holiday home.
What about the nurses?
Oh, well, I don't know about them. They're not allowed to mix with the patients.
Do all the patients work?
No. The ones that are really ill do sport.
Yes, one thing patients here dread are the rows.
I'm terribly sorry, but I was sitting on a park bench over there, took my coat off for a minute, and then I found my wallet had been stolen and £15 taken from me.
Well, did you see anyone take it? Anyone hanging around, or...?
No, there was no one there at all. It's trouble.
Well, there's not very much we can do about that, sir.
Do you want to come back to my place?
Yeah, all right.
They're finished.
I finished cutting your hair. It's all done.
Oh, you haven't started cutting it?
I have. I did it very quickly, Your Honour. Sir.
Look here, old fella. I know when a chap's cut my hair and when he hasn't, so will you please stop fooling around and get on with it?
Yes, I will, sir. I'm going to cut your hair, sir. I'm going to start cutting your hair, sir. Start cutting now.
Nice day, sir.
Yeah, sir. Flowers could do with a drop of rain, though.
Did you see the match last night, sir?
Yeah, good game, I thought.
I thought Hurst played well, sir.
Big pardon?
I thought Hurst played well, sir.
Oh, yes, only one who did, though.
Can you put your head down a little, sir?
Oh, sorry.
I prefer to watch Palace nowadays, though. Oh, sorry, was that your ear?
Oh, no, didn't feel a thing. Hey, look, what's going on? No, I came here for
Yes, it is a nice spot, isn't it?
It looks very nice, sir.
It's exactly the same as when I first came in.
Right, that's the lot.
All right.
Anyone
I confess I haven't cut your hair. I hate cutting hair. I have this terrible uncontrollable fear whenever I see hair. When I was a kid, I used to hate the sight of hair being cut. My mother said I was a fool. She said the only way to cure it was to become a barber. So I spent 5 ghastly years at the hairdresser's training centre at Totnes. Can you imagine what it's like? Cutting the same head for 5 years? I didn't want to be a barber anyway. I wanted to be a lumberjack. Leaping from tree to tree as they float down the mighty rivers of British Columbia. The giant redwood, the larch, the fir, the mighty Scots pine, the smell of fresh-cut timber, the crash of mighty trees. With my best girlie by my side, we'd sing. I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. I sleep all night, I work all day.
He's a lumberjack and he's okay. He sleeps all night and he works all day.
I cut down trees, I eat my lunch, I go to the lavatory. On Wednesdays I go shopping and have buttered scones for tea.
He cuts down trees, he eats his lunch, he goes to the lavatory. On Wednesdays he goes shopping and has buttered scones for tea. He's a lumberjack and he's okay. He sleeps all night and he works all day.
I cut down trees, I skip and jump, I like to press wildflowers. I put on women's clothing and hang around in bars.
He cuts down trees, he skips and jumps, he likes to press wildflowers. He puts on women's clothing and hangs around in bars. He's a lumberjack and he's okay. He sleeps all night and he works all day.
I cut down trees, I wear high heels, suspenders and a bra. I wish I'd been a girlie, just like my dear mama. I cut down trees, wears high heels, suspenders and a bra. I wish I'd been a girlie, just like my dear mama.
Dear sir, I wish to protest in the strongest possible terms. Yours sincerely, Brigadier N.F. Marwood, Kit, brackets retired. Read that back, will you, Brown?
Dear sir, I wish to complain in the strongest possible terms about the song which you have just broadcast about the lumberjack who wears women's clothes. Many of my best friends are lumberjacks, and only a few of them are transvestites. Yours faithfully, Brigadier Sir Charles Arthur Strong, Mrs.
Coming to this cinema soon, the tender, compassionate story of one man's love for another man in drag. Thrill to the excitement of a night emission over Germany, when the pilot Jennifer has to choose between his secret love for Louis, the hot-bloodedly bisexual navigator, and Andy, the rear gunner, who, though quite assertive with girls, tends to take the submissive role in his relationships with men. With Ginger as the half-man, half-woman Parrot, whose unnatural instincts brought forbidden love to the aviary. And Roger as Pip, the half-parrot, half-man, half-woman, three-quarter badger, ex-bigamist Negro creature, for whom banjo playing was very difficult. And he never mastered it, although he took several courses and went to banjo college, and everything. Don't miss it! Coming to your cinema soon. Only 5 minutes from this restaurant.
Morning.
Morning.
What you got then?
Well, there's egg and bacon, egg, sausage and bacon, egg and spam, egg, bacon and spam, egg, bacon, sausage and spam, spam, bacon, sausage and spam, spam, egg, spam, spam, bacon and spam, 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 egg and spam, 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 baked beans, spam, spam, spam and spam. Oh, lobster thermidor crevettes with Mornay sauce, garnished with truffle pate brandy and a fried egg on top and spam. Have you got anything without spam in it? Well, spam, egg, sausage and spam. There's not got much spam in it. I don't want any spam.
Why can't you have egg, bacon, spam and sausage?
That's got spam in it.
Not as much as spam, egg, sausage and spam.
Look, could I have egg, bacon, spam and sausage without the spam? Ugh. What do you mean, I don't like spam.
Spam, 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 what of the spam?
Can't have egg, bacon, spam and sausage without the spam. Why not? Ah, it wouldn't be egg, bacon, spam and sausage, would it? I don't like spam.
Don't make a fuss, dear. I'll have your spam. I love it. I'm having spam, 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 baked beans, spam, spam and spam.
Baked beans are off.
Well, can I have spam instead?
You mean spam, 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 spam?
Okay. And now for something completely different. A man with a tape recorder up his nose.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I have in this box 23 white mice. Mice which have been painstakingly trained over the past few years to squeak at a selected pitch. This is E sharp, and this one is G. You get the general idea. Now these mice are so arranged upon this rack that when played in the correct order, they will squeak the bells of St. Mary. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll give you, on the mouse organ, the bells of St. Mary. Thank you.
Oh my God! Stop him! Stop him! Stop him! Stop him!
Yes, the mouse problem. This week, the world around us looks at the growing social phenomenon of mice and men. What makes a man want to be a mouse?
Well, it's not a question of wanting to be a mouse. It just sort of happens to you. All of a sudden you realise that's what you want to be.
And when did you first notice these, should we say, tendencies?
Well, I was about 17, and some mates and me went to a party. And, well, we had quite a lot to drink, and then some of the fellas there started handing cheese around. Well, just out of curiosity, I tried a bit, and, well, that was that.
Yes. And what else did these fellows do?
Well, some of them started dressing up as mice a bit. And then when they got the costumes on, they started squeaking.
And was that all?
That was all.
And what was your reaction to this?
Well, I was shocked.
Yes.
But gradually I came to feel that I was more at ease with other mice.
A typical case, whom we shall refer to as Mr. A, although his real name is this.
Arthur Jackson, 32A Milton Avenue, Hounslow, Middlesex.
Later, Colonel.
These trees behind me now were planted over 40 years ago as part of a policy by the then Crown Woods, who became the Forestry Commission in 1924. The Forestry Commission systematically replanted this entire area. That's 40,000 acres of virgin forest. By 1980, this will have risen to 200,000 acres of softwoods. In commercial terms, a coniferous cornucopia, an evergreen Eldorado, a tree-lined treasure trove. No, a fat fir-cone future for the financiers. But what are the costs? Go away, in human terms. Who are the casualties?
For this was Sir Walter Scott's country. In many of his finest romances, such as Guy Mannering or Redgauntlet, no, Scott showed himself to be not only a
The spruces and firs of this forest will be used to create
also a writer of humour and...
Britain's timber resources are being used up at the rate of over...
One man who knew Scott was Angus Tinker.
Well, I was told outside.
Don't give me that, you snotty-faced heap of parrot droppings!
What?
Shut your festering gob, you tit! Your type makes me puke! You vacuous, toffee-nosed, malodorous pervert!
Look! I came in here for an argument!
Oh, I'm sorry, this is abuse.
Oh. Oh, I see. Well, that explains it.
Yes. Oh, no, you want 12A next door.
I see.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Not at all. No, that's all right.
Stupid git.
Hi.
Is this the right room for an argument?
I've told you once.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have.
When?
Just now.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Didn't.
I did.
Didn't.
I'm telling you I did.
You did not.
Oh, I'm sorry, is this a 5-minute argument or the full half hour?
Oh, just the 5-minute one.
Fine. Thank you. Anyway, I did.
You most certainly did not.
Now, let's get one thing quite clear. I most definitely told you.
You did not.
Yes, I did.
You did not.
Yes, I did.
Didn't.
Yes, I did.
Didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, this isn't an argument.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't. It's just contradiction.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
It is not.
It is. You just contradicted me.
No, I didn't.
Oh, you did.
No.
You did just then.
No, nonsense.
Oh, look, this is futile.
No, it isn't.
I came here for a good argument.
No, you didn't. You came here for an argument.
Well, an argument's not the same as contradiction.
Can be.
No, it can't. An argument's a collective series of statements to establish a definite proposition.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is. It isn't just contradiction.
Look, if I argue with you, I must take up a contrary position.
But it isn't just saying no, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't. Argument's an intellectual process. Contradiction is just the automatic gainsaying of anything the other person says.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
Not at all.
No, look.
Thank you. Morning.
What?
That's it. Morning.
But I was just getting interested.
Sorry, the 5 minutes is up.
That was never 5 minutes just now.
I'm afraid it was.
No, it wasn't.
Sorry, I'm not allowed to argue anymore.
What?
If you want me to go on arguing, you'll have to pay for another 5 minutes.
But that was never 5 minutes just now. Oh, come on. This is ridiculous.
I'm very sorry, but I told you I'm not allowed to argue unless you pay.
Oh, all right. There you are.
Thank you.
Well?
Well, what?
That was never 5 minutes just now.
I told you I'm not allowed to argue unless you pay.
I just paid.
No, you didn't.
I did! I did! Look, I don't want to argue about that.
Well, I'm very sorry, but you didn't pay.
Aha! Well, if I didn't pay, why are you arguing? Gotcha.
No, you haven't.
Is that? If you're arguing, I must have paid.
Not necessarily. I could be arguing in my spare time.
We're not about to allow this sort of smut to be shown on screen.
Trouble at mill.
Oh, no.
What
What sort of trouble?
One on crossbeam's gone out askew on treadle.
Pardon?
One on crossbeam's gone out askew on treadle.
I don't understand what you're saying.
One of the crossbeams has gone out askew on the treadle.
But what on earth does that mean?
I don't know. Mr. Wentworth just told me to come in here and say that there was trouble at the mill, that's all. I didn't expect a kind of Spanish Inquisition.
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition. Our chief weapon is surprise. Surprise and fear. Fear and surprise. Our two weapons are fear and surprise and ruthless efficiency. Our three weapons are fear and surprise and ruthless efficiency and an almost fanatical devotion to the Pope. Our four, no. Amongst our weaponry are such elements as fear. I'll come in again.
I didn't expect a kind of Spanish Inquisition.
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition. Amongst our weaponry are such diverse elements as fear, surprise, ruthless efficiency, and almost fanatical devotion to the Pope and nice red uniform. Oh, Now, old woman, you are accused of heresy on 3 counts. Heresy by thought, heresy by word, heresy by deed, and heresy by action. 4 counts. Do you confess?
I don't understand what I'm accused of.
Then we shall make you understand. Biggles. Bench. The cushions. Here we are, Lord. Now, old lady, you have one last chance. Confess the heinous sin of heresy. Reject the works of the ungodly. 2 last chances. And you shall be free. 3 last chances. You have 3 last chances. The nature which I have divulged in my previous utterance.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Right! If that's the way you want it. Cardinal. Poker. With the soft cushion. Confess! Confess!
My lord.
Have you got all the stuffing up on end?
Yes, Lord.
She's made of harder stuff. Cardinal Fang. Fetch the comfy chair. The comfy chair? Yes. So, you think you are strong because you can survive the soft cushions? Well, we shall see. Biggles, put her in the comfy chair. Now, you will stay in the comfy chair until lunchtime with only a cup of coffee at 11. Is that really all it takes?
Oh, yes, Lord.
I see. I suppose we make it worse by shouting a lot, do we? Confess, woman. Confess. Confess! 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 I confess! Not you!
And then?
Oh, Victor.
Oh, Iris.
Oh.
Who can that be?
Oh, well, you try and get rid of them.
Yes, I will. I will. Yes. Wait a moment.
Hello.
Hello?
Remember me?
Oh, no.
In the pub, the tall, thin one with the moustache.
No,
Remember?
No, I'm afraid.
About 3 years ago?
No, I don't, I'm afraid.
Oh, blimey, it's dark in here. That's better. Only you said we must have a drink together sometime, so I thought I'd take you up on it as the Film Society meeting was cancelled
Yes,
this evening.
Look, to be frank, it is a little
Hello,
awkward this evening.
I'm Arthur. Arthur name by name, but not by nature. I always say that, don't I, Vicky boy?
Really?
Is that your wife?
No, actually, but...
Oh, I'll get the picture. Hey, well, don't worry about me, Vicky boy. I know all about one-night stands.
I beg your pardon?
Mind if I change the record?
No, look, we put that on.
Oh, here's a good one. Heard it in a pub. What's brown and sounds like a bell?
I beg your pardon?
What's brown and sounds like a bell? Dung. It's a good one, that one. I like that one. Here, I won't keep you long. Oh, that's better. Now, don't worry about me. I'll wait here till you're finished.
Who the hell is that?
I'll get it. It'll be friends of mine. I took the liberty of inviting them along.
Look, we were hoping to have a quiet evening on our own.
Oh, they won't mind. They're very broad-minded. Hello.
Good evening. Good evening. My name is Equator, Brian Equator, light round the middle of the earth, only with an L. This is my wife, Audrey. She smells a bit, but she has a heart of gold.
Well, there must have been some kind of misunderstanding, because this is number 41.
Who's that, then?
What?
Who's the bird? Hey, you've got a nice pair there, haven't you, love? Come on, give us a kiss. Shut up, you silly bitch. It's only a bit of fun.
No, look here.
Big gin, please, big gin.
I'll get it.
Look, leave those drinks alone.
And 3 cans of beans for me, please.
What? I told you to lay off the beans, you all.
And what, 3 cans?
Button your lip, you rat bag! Was rather witty, was it? Where's my gin?
What the hell's that?
Oh, why, I took the liberty of inviting an old friend along, as his wife has just passed away and he's somewhat distraught, poor chap. Oh, you don't mind.
Oh, my God, what a simply ghastly play.
Yeah, it's not too good, is it? A pint of creme de menthe for my friend. Well, how are you, you great pup? Bit lucky. Oh, no wonder I was sitting on the cat.
I brought along this simply gorgeous little man I picked up there.
Is he sexy, then?
I had to bring the goat and he's not well. I only hope he don't go on the carpet.
Come on then, love. Drop him. Blimey, she don't go much, does she?
I wet him.
The goat's done a bundle.
Get out, all of you! Go on, get out! Get out! Sit down!
I beg your pardon?
I'm turning you all out. I'm not having my house filled with filthy perverts. Now, look, I'm giving just half a minute and then I'm going to call the police, so get out!
I don't much like the tone of your voice. Right, let's have a ding-dong.
Monty Python, the Flying Circus.
Good evening. I have with me in the studio tonight one of the country's leading skin specialists, Raymond Luxury Yacht.
That's not my name.
I'm sorry, Raymond Luxury Yacht.
No, it's spelt Raymond Luxury Yacht, but it's pronounced Throat Wobbler Mangrove.
You're a very silly man, and I'm not going to interview you.
Anti-Semitism.
Not at all. It's not even a proper nose. It's polystyrene.
Give me my nose back.
You can collect it at reception. Now go away.
I want to be on television.
Well, you
Discuss the whole question of national parks prior to next week's national park being ready. A cassette tape recorder is to replace the salon quartets and trios which have played beside the potted palms at Manchester Town Hall reception for nearly 100 years. Shortage of money has caused a switch to tape music, which will be relayed over a new public address system, replacing one which relayed both music and the clink of glasses to other reception rooms. Stock market prices hit record levels in the last day of the year. The Financial Times Index rose 3.7 points to 476.5, its highest for 1971. Police trounced on looking equipment down Isle of Wight yesterday after the BBC had reported that Radio Free Solent, a Parrot station, was marking the first birthday of the BBC's Southampton-based Radio Solent.
Turn that television off! You know it's bad for your eyes!
Ooh, that was fun!
So, there you have it. The best of Monty Python. Where are they now? Well, they're here in this cupboard. Sad, isn't it? Good night.
Steve, can you leave the door open, please? So they can see us. It's the whole point of the thing. Reunion. See us all again. Steve. Bastard.